Boss insulted stutter. Pretty much what the title says. I have a slight stutter and get hung up on words. It's been a thing for as long as I can remember. It gets worse if I'm stressed too much or thinking too fast. I have a mental health issue that also contributes to this. Yesterday we were at an event and boss was asking me a series of questions in front of staff and client. I was getting hung up a bit and all of a sudden he blurts out, "TTT today, Junior." I know it's from a scene in Billy Madison and I guess he was trying to be funny. It was embarrassing and humiliating all at the same time. When I left the event I sat in my car on the phone with my girlfriend crying. I haven't been treated like that since high school and I don't know what, if anything, I can do. HR is always in management's side, so I fear a report would just come back against me. Do I have any options? I don't know what your options are, but I'm very sorry that happened. As a stress-induced stutterer myself, I can only imagine how much that hurt, and how it could erode your self-confidence and working relationships. Big hugs. My fellow Redditor. In the US, stuttering disorders fall under the ADA. Someone mocking your stutter could be found to have created a hostile work environment for you. Under the ADA, whether or not that is true is not up to HR. It is up to federal law, and considering how you are feeling after this incident, I would say that he clearly created a hostile environment based on your stutter. I would reach out to a local non-profit legal service for disabilities and ask if there's any way they can help you make sure it never happens again. Being fired for complaining about it would also be illegal. Edit to add. For anyone in the US that ever needs free legal help, you can always see what is available here and use the drop-down to select your state. For the DM I received stating I am wrong, I worked for 10 years in disability and employment law, including disability discrimination, before I changed fields, so I know a little. I worked in sales by phone. One of my first coachings was to stop stuttering. Sir, if 10 years of speech therapy didn't fix it, I can't just will it away. Always put people on the spot. Are you mocking my disability? Make them say the words. What exactly is funny about what you just said is another favorite of mine. Make them defend it. The bigger the audience, the better. If they're not your direct boss and chances of retaliation are low, I'd go ahead and report to HR. They likely won't be happy to hear he said something like that in front of a client. My brother has had a stutter his whole life, and the thought of this happening to him infuriates me. I'm so sorry that happened to you. You didn't deserve that. I think I would have stood up and left the meeting at that point. I would send him an email, CC to HR, letting him know how hurtful and inappropriate the comment was. That you don't feel like it's asking too much to maintain a level of professional demeanor at all times. That going forward this kind of behavior, if continued, may need to be escalated. But your hope is this will not be necessary and this will be the end of it. Go to HR. The thing is, he did it in front of a freaking audience. I could see the hesitation if it were one-on-one in his office, and turned into a your word against his situation. He should feel lucky for you only reporting him to HR, instead of jabbing him in the mouth. Isn't this textbook harassment with a protected class? Disability. Might want to contact your state stall. There obviously were witnesses too. As a fellow stutterer, I felt this. Report it to HR. HR isn't your friend, but their job is to protect the company, which may be action against management since this is harassing behavior. I'd actually reach out to the client if they'd be willing to provide a signed statement of the event that occurred, and submit that to HR as well. I don't think upper management and HR will look too fondly at a lower manager's decision to bully staff, especially as documented in front of a business client. This is a great way to tarnish a business reputation. Not funny. That's bullying. Get a lawyer and have him talk to HR. Report your boss. That's messed up regardless. Report it, but I'd be looking for a new job. Never quit without another job lined up. So sorry. I mispronounce words all the time, and it doesn't mean I am dumb, and stuttering doesn't mean you are dumb. Even if it did. IDK, luckily just your point, boss. I would document it anyway. You can see he is a jerk and you should never have to deal with it again. That's harassing a disabled person. Absolutely take this to HR, and I would remind them of legal ramifications. Sorry it happened. Take the action you need to take. And stand your ground! Exclamation mark. I wonder what speech issues he would have from a broken jaw. That's disgusting. Report it to HR and then find another job. You don't need to work for someone who belittles you and makes fun of you for something you can't help.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.